everybody, Max Prime, been a while. This is my review on tonight's episode of The Flash. We got to see Rupture, we got to see Barry trying to gain the Speed Force back, and we also got to see Zoom basically to go beast mode and level the whole entire city and gain control over Central City, and as well as moments between Barry and Iris. What did you think of that? Let's get into it. Max Prime Show, Max Prime Reviews. Let's just start the show. Welcome. We're getting 3 episodes away from the season finale, and The Flash is coming to a close for season 2. What were your thoughts on this week's episode? Tonight, we got to see Barry struggling with the decision of actually going back into the particle accelerator. Really good, touchy moments between Barry and Iris, which we would have never expected. Well, this episode starts off, we got to see a lot of Cisco talking to his brother, because his brother shows up. Eventually, Rupture shows up on the scene with his awesome sight. Cisco definitely, has those emotional moments of seeing his brother as Rupture, and Rupture pretty much blames Cisco for the death of Reverb from Earth 2. And we get to see them basically running away from Rupture through the episode. And also, we get to see Flash talking to Wells about the possibility of actually doing the redoing the particle accelerator accident. I loved it. I thought that Barry was at first I thought that Barry reminded me really of Wally West from the comic books. And again, if you don't know, I'm touching my awesome pink hair. Know who Wally West is, definitely look up the real Wally West. And I'm not talking about the actor who plays him in the CW Flash, but I'm talking about the actual Wally West comic book character, because Barry would have never questioned that. The real Barry Allen would have never questioned the decision to say, you know what, I need my powers back. I need to go through this experiment. Let's recreate the accident so I can regain my abilities, and reference that to Flashpoint Paradox. That's another great book by Jeff Johns in DC Comics. Look that one up. Episode progressed. We got to see Zoom and showing his somewhat affections towards Caitlin. What did you feel about that? There for Caitlin, but not so much as he went off and killed 27 officers or so and all snapped their necks in lightning light speed. He called him out, saying that he runs the city, the Flash was just a hologram, there is no more. And then back to that, actually, yeah, while Barry was not actually being the Flash, they actually had a hologram of the Flash running around Central City pretending that the Flash was actually there. So anyway, coming to the close of this episode, let's get to the meat of it. Basically, Barry decides that he's going to go back into the accelerator, the particle accelerator, and he wants to regain the abilities, and he actually sacrifices himself. They start to inject him full of the chemicals that were originally the cause of the whole entire Barry gaining the powers of the Speed Force, and then they hit him with lightning at the same time. They recreate the accident. Meanwhile, we have Wally West and Jessie Quick in the back, and somehow during the experiment recreation, they somehow get out. All I know is there's a big explosion again. The particles go through the whole entire Star Labs. Jessie and Wally are hit by those particles, and we can expect that in the next 3 episodes they will have abilities now. Welcome the new speedsters. Finally, we've been waiting for the new speedsters to show up. And in the price of that, Barry disappears. Barry is assumed dead. Zoom even shows up, picks up the burnt remains of the costume and says, "This is what you think you were trying to bring him back or something?" Zooms off, as Zoom would always do. Zooms off, I guess so. What did you think of the episode? Again, I thought it was good. It was good. Everybody assumed Barry was dead until we seen the trailer for next week's episode. I like it. I hope the season finale gives us something really good. I know Tom Cavanaugh kind of teased that somebody's going to die. I wonder who it's going to be. And I'm hoping that maybe Season 3 brings us another villain beyond Zoom. Again, I'm hoping for the Anti-Monitor. Look that up. DC Comics Anti-Monitor. One of the biggest baddies in all of the universe. Subscribe to the channel below. Like this video below. Leave your comments. Tell me what you think. What's going to happen towards the last 3 episodes? Who's going to die? That's what I want to know. Tell me who's going to die in the season. And please let me know, because I have a feeling on who it's going to be. And I just want to see if you guys know who I think it is. Yo, I'm Max Prime. I'm out.